New Orleans has been a favorite tourist attraction for Americans. It is known for great music, fun nightlife, interesting food, historic buildings, and pleasant climate. For many years, tourists have been going to New Orleans to experience the fun of Mardi Gras in February or March. But all of this changed in August 2005. New Orleans, which is several feet below sea level, has always depended on levees, walls built to block water, to protect it from surrounding water. In August 2005, a hurricane was traveling over the Gulf of Mexico, causing damage from Florida to Texas. As the hurricane was approaching and gaining strength, the mayor of New Orleans ordered the residents to leave. By the time the storm hit land on August 29th, most people had left, but there were many people who were too poor or sick to leave. Others stayed because they didn't want to leave pets behind. Some believed that they had survived flooding in the past and that they would survive this one too. But the impact of the hurricane caused the levees to fail, and within a short time, 80% of the city was underwater. As the water was rushing into their houses, residents ran to roofs of their houses to wait for rescue teams. Some had been waiting for 3 days by the time they were rescued. Little by little, families were evacuated from the roofs of their houses. By the time the rescue effort was over, at least 1,800 people had died of drowning or from lack of food, water, and medical attention. Many of the rescued were taken to shelters. When they were finally able to return to their homes, they realized that they had lost everything. To this day, New Orleans has not been able to recover from the devastation of Katrina. Since the disaster struck, the city has been rebuilding, hoping to bring New Orleans back to its place as one of the most interesting cities in the U.S. And the survivors of the disaster have been trying to rebuild their lives too. Some have started lives in new locations, too sad and afraid to go back to the places where they had experienced so much loss. Many have had to replace everything they lost in the disaster. Hurricane Katrina has been the worst natural disaster in U.S. history to date.